How high? Smoking OG got my brain fried. My neighborhood taught me to stay fly. Never trust a snake cause they all sliver. Never cuff a bitch if my dog hit her. Rolling up back, sound do swishers. Trying to get my stacks up like I'm Jewish, nigga. Niggas had the plug, they ain't know what to do. Got trapped right now, I'm about to bounce out the booth. If you got enough, I'll bring it to you. If you acting tough, I'll bring it to you. A&S, we the fucking greatest. See them niggas over there, they some fucking haters. They hate to see a young nigga make it. To the top, that's what we about to take it. Came in the game like Nino at the Carter. Came in the game, I was balling like a starter. Any competition is a mustard, I slaughter. Niggas on some turkey shit, I'ma have to carve them. Bitches on some greedy shit, I'ma have to starve them. Can't get enough, I'm about to start charging. Wouldn't fuck your bitch even if she tried to offer. Nowadays I swear these niggas getting softer. Riding off emotions, man, that'll get you murked. Shots from the German, I ain't talking about dirt. Body found in a dumpster on the outskirts. Be the ones you least suspect that'll get you out first. Maneuver through the streets like a possum. I fucks with all the killers and the robbers. Bad bitches too that be rocking red bottoms. And all my ratchet hoes that'll ride with no problem. A&S, we the fucking greatest. See them niggas over there, they some fucking haters. They hate to see a young nigga make it. To the top, that's what we about to take it.
Rumor is, how could he be so savage? Hey, figure I'm way bigger than these geographic bastards. West side call me near South Philly Snoop. My young boys never balled, but they really shoot. Y'all sweet, lot of sheep in gorilla suits. You a touch, who, what, where, that's really cute. The lesson, apply it to perfection. Blow a bunch of fire, I'm inspired by progression. OG kinda tired with the wrecking liars. Niggas got a bunch of Mariahs. No.
Yo, can y'all hear me? Yeah, y'all can hear me. It's the legend coming to you live from the jungle. How y'all doing today? What's up, nurse? Relationship nursing M3. What's going on? How we doing? Good evening. Coming to you live from the jungle. What's up, real MVP? What's going on, bro? How you doing? Good to see you in the building, Miss Stang's relationship nurse. Same man. How y'all doing tonight? Man, I always get sidetracked, you know, when I be trying to come and drop my spill. Man, I had a good story for y'all today. I was kind of start putting this series together, you know, about the brother, you know, a brother who still inspires me to this day, a brother by the name of Minister Jeremiah Shabazz. I got a great story on this brother. You know, I've known him most of my life, you know what I mean? One of the guys that raised me, you know, considered the Godfather of Philadelphia, you know. But as we know, my name is still getting dragged through the mud. You know, as we know, my name is still getting dragged through the mud. And I want to give a shout out to Miss T. Pre, you know, for doing such an excellent job with her series on the AFW. Yeah, receipts for days. They needed to, you know, start getting their cards pulled a little, because I know people been holding back on them, thinking it's not that deep, because I never took them that serious as far as their threats and stuff like that, and I understand where their anger be coming from, because like, see, I'm a little off base already because y'all know what I really came to do, y'all. But I'm gonna have to what's up, Too Big? What's going on, bro? How's everything, man? Good to see you in the building. But let me try to get through this with them, and then I can maybe get into my spill if it don't take too long. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have all night. All right. But I appreciate y'all for being in the building. So yeah, like, what's up, Truth? Good to see you in the building, brother. Philly brother, brethren, homegrown, you know what I mean? So he understands. It ain't that I got a situation with them. They minute to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm I was in here trying to I want to apologize to a lot of people because I just got into that YouTube studios, and they was telling me, you know what I mean, how to do this and that so I can get that content that gets you a couple coins and shit. You know what I mean? So I was trying to get into there, and I seen a lot of comments from a lot of people that I didn't even know was there. I didn't even know how to work. I'm just, you know what I mean? So forgive me if I missed you. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that YouTube studio stuff, and I'm gonna navigate my way through it. So yo, if I ain't miss you, salute to you. I appreciate your support, and I'm gonna definitely bring you some more content that's probably different from what you saying. You know what I mean? I got some real shit to spill, man. But people just keep getting me off track. Jam, what's up? How you? Good to see you in the building. I just keep getting thrown off track because, like, y'all know, the people that know that I don't. You can't just talk about me in any kind of way. That's not what you do. I'm not one of them people you just do that to. And like, you are somebody of a status that can do that to me. And I'm referring to these AFW people. Like, come on now, we talking about this guy, man. Like, when I opened your book, it was Dr. Seuss. I read you like that. Your characters of Dr. Seuss to me. Like, and the thing with me is why I don't want to go on with these people, because, like, for the men in the building, right? I don't know too many men, and I got the files. Everybody know that this sector deals with the files and the receipts and all that. But I'm like, y'all already know, I'm not doing all that. I don't know how. And if I did, I probably still wouldn't do it. You either take what I say as my word or you don't. And we keep it going. But Gerald, little Manny Sandusky, you as a man took on a job as a R counselor. I'm trying to figure out, that's one of the most heinous crimes that a man could commit on a female. Now, my thing is, as a man, I don't know how I could counsel a woman on that type of situation as a man, having to have those graphic details so it's explicitly explained to me as a counselor for our victim, as a man. Now, I can see a woman in that position, but it's hard for me to grasp my mind around a man wanting to be a counselor for women who have been, I don't get that. See, my thing is, I've been in penitentiaries and maximum security, and I've seen a lot of guys like him. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of them. He's not indistinguishable to me. He's just one of those people who hasn't crossed the line yet. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, you seem to be the type who like to get close to vulnerable women and maybe even their children. I don't know. You got the profile of following all these children on TikTok who seem to be similar to your adult self, you know, downtrodden, depressed, you know, don't like themselves, don't have no self-love. You know, you still running around here like you got a wife. If you had a wife, she would not allow you to act as such. She been got away from you when you got her in that situation last time, man, little Manny. So I don't know, you got these jobs, you working hard, you this, you that, but you got enough time to contact every one of my wife's followers to tell them how much of a bad person she is. That take a lot of time. That take a drama said, that take a lot of hate and jealousy. Why? Because you Dr. Seuss and I read you? Because you nothing and a nobody? That's not my fault that you wasted your life doing nothing. That's not my fault. You can't come on YouTube and project anything on me. You come from, y'all people always use this phrase, brother of a certain age. Good to see you, brother. I appreciate that. Oh, man, you my first out the gate, brother. The brother gave me, what is that? On the snap, you monetized. Yeah, bro. What's that? Super chat? Oh, man, that's love, bro. I appreciate that, man. Good God. See, but man, let me get back to this character, man. You say, who raised y'all? Who raised y'all niggas? It's not who raised us. Breeze Omega in the building. Reed, the heart of Philadelphia. How you doing today, Reed? Good to see you, sis. Miss Thangs is in the building. I appreciate y'all. But you run around here and you talk about who raised us. Our parents, our loving parents. The thing is, what raised you? A lush, a drunk who beat you and molested you, brother. That's not my fault. That ain't my fault. And ain't nothing I'm saying on here is something I made up. This is coming out your own mouth. You wrote a book about it, right? You wrote a book about how your daddy beat you, right? How you was embarrassed to bring your friends home because he might be laying on his lawn butt naked or some shit like that, right? That's not me. That's your life. I told you, loving mother, queen, 2 daddies. One of them got murdered. He was such a gangster. And the other one raised me. 2. I had 2. I'm not like you, and you're nothing like me. You're not a reverend. You run around on the guise of a reverend. You are a closet bisexual man. You are Shy Moody to me. You're not an upstanding homosexual guy. You're not one of them guys that I could have. You're not one of those type of people. You use these titles in order to make yourself feel good, but you wake up in the morning and can't even look at yourself. You still wear Velcro straps on your shoes. You are so depressed, you won't even go to the dentist and get your teeth fixed. You won't do it. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga going to get the Curtis Jackson special. That shit costs 10 racks. That's, yeah. Because it's self-love, nigga. That's what's first. You got none of that. And then you ain't even got a woman to coax you down. You ain't got nothing to bring you down. You off your cycle on your meds because this YouTube is your life. Your life. And you think you doing something to me? Pluck. Pluck. Now let's get down to your master. Your master, who I had a business relationship with. She's trifling. I did business with a trifling person. We all do business with people we wish we hadn't done business with. Ain't that right? So I know you used to being around a bunch of weak men that you can manipulate. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's all around you. You couldn't get your daddy to do nothing to me. Okay? If you knew what a man was, you would stay away from guys like me disrespectful manner, I could drag the hell out of you, you know, because we know what is cobweb bubble gum. That's what it is. You need help, not me. You needed my help. I never needed you. You, my wife, you, not me. I just took your money. I've been wanted to take your money. I used to tell Smoke, like, yo, Smoke, let's use her because she got money. Let's take her money. He wanted to cut me out. I don't care about none of that. But you was gonna come around to me anyway. You know, metaphorically speaking, you were carrying my balls on your neck like they were rubies. We know this, Anti. So whatever you say about me now, you was praising me. You was kissing the ring of the legend. So let's go on with the bull crap. See, you the type of woman that I take to the restaurant and forget to pull the chair up and you won't eat. See, and what'll happen to you is I'm gonna go to the bathroom and leave your stupid ass there. That's what you are. That's why you was fighting the men's. You got a criminal record too. You abusive, the men. That's why I know you want to smoke with me online, because ain't a coward ass nigga you can get offline to do anything to me. Not here, not there, not anywhere. Anywhere. We got proof of that. So all that, you got that nigga over there barking my name, that don't move me. That'll never move me, because I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here for real, taking care of my business. See, but y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. If I was such a person who stole Social Security information, I should be approached by the law. Y'all should be leaving me alone and letting the law handle that. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all, it's a crock of shit. Y'all know I ain't take nobody's Social Security information. Y'all was doing that shit before I got here. Y'all the one was looking for you talking about I want to go to jail because I want to get away from my M3. Didn't you say I got 7 baby mothers? I just go live with one of them for a minute, right? You goofy. You just say anything out your angry mouth because you're angry and a childlike. You and Rev Manny Jr., Manny Sandusky. When y'all get angry, y'all get out of control. Y'all become emotional wrecks. And you play off that with them because they are truly emotional unstable. You know what I'm saying? We know they ain't got, you know what I mean? All y'all, brother Ray Triggs, the boss man. Appreciate that, homie. Thank you, brother. And see, things like that upset people like them. You come on here, you try to get away from that kind of shit, because I ain't never denied nothing. I dragged a lot of niggas for cash on here. They had it coming. They was talking about my young child. See, people forget about all that stuff. They forget about, I was the guy that they had a guy called CPS on a live, you know what I mean, and tell them that I was touching my child. A legend. Y'all said that shit would have got y'all boomed in real life. I let that get, there wasn't no uproar about that. A lot of people sat on the panels and gave money for it. I'm the same nigga that y'all went on my child's channel after y'all called him all kind of things and homosexuals and all that, stole a picture of me in my underwear and thought y'all was going to drag it around YouTube like that meant something. What, is supposed to embarrass me? No, it would embarrass you because you're not a man. I'm a man. 9 times out of 10, I live with a man, a young man, and a woman. If I'm off, you might catch me walking around in my drawers. I can do that. It's my home. I do that. I thought that's what a lot of men do. I didn't know men didn't walk around in their homes in their drawers. But that's another story. I just think a lot of you niggas wanted the picture. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of y'all niggas got tendencies, and I get it. That's what the world about these days. Y'all into soy burgers. There's a lot of estrogen in that soy. I don't fuck with that shit. I get it though. You was raised by your mama and your aunts, and you know what I mean? You never had a meal. I get it. But don't do the projecting on me. especially you, old lady, when you run around here fighting men, catching cases too, you know what I mean, lying about what you don't do. And every goddamn receipt that Miss T Pre put out, it was facts. Like some of that, it's stuff in the vault about you, lady. Like, why don't you just stop? Why don't you just stop? Or do something real, like you say, actionable. What you want? What you want me to pull a humble king on you? You loved it. You want me to pull a G gate? You love that kind of stuff. That's not up my alley. You too old. You're too old. Your mind ain't functioning right. What's that thing called? All time? Something. You got something going on. You know? Get you a man. There's a lot of hobosexuals out there. You can find you one easy to where you like to throw your money for bullshit. Get you a man off of here. But leave me and my folks alone. You know what I mean? Because you ain't going to get nowhere. I love to be in court with you. I would love to be in court with Manny Sandusky. I would love for somebody to look me and be able to look me in my eyes. Because an open hand slap is a simple assault. It's when you close it. That's when it becomes aggravated. I slap the shit out of people in the courtroom. That ain't nothing but a $210 fine, contempt of court. Come back in the morning and apologize to your honor. Because you ain't going to do nothing. Definitely that wide hip, sassy pants nigga ain't going to. All y'all niggas go run under niggas on YouTube, Breeze. These niggas be running to other niggas. One nigga go get two niggas. Two niggas. Thank you, Dr. Nikki. I appreciate that, Dr. Nikki. And these all of them group together and get on panels and just talk dirty about your wife and child. See where I come from, right? I was telling the story to my man and shit. I remember, I was in my bag once upon a time, and I catch my man and I catch his wife and his young son and his daughter in the supermarket. Man, we had shootouts and everything. I catch her in the supermarket, so I make sure when I come through the aisle, I knock her son down. I knock him down, boom. I get him up. Oh, shorty, you okay? I box with him. Yo, man, you got a nice, strong, little healthy young man right here. You know what I'm saying? By the time they get to the checkout aisle, I'm there too. Miss, I want to apologize for knocking your son down. I want to pay for your I just want to pay for your groceries and everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah. My name's such and such. Yeah. Because I know when she get home, she going to tell her man about it. And that shit gonna run chills down his spine. I walked my grandmother's aunt to her front door and made sure she get in safely. But if I would have seen her grandson, it would have been a different story. See, we don't fuck with women and kids in real life. It's consequences and penalties for those type actions. You might not get them this round, but what comes around goes around. I guess you simple people don't know that. Y'all think you could just do shit and get away with it and ain't nothing gonna ever happen to you. That's bullshit. That's not how life works. That's not how the world go around. Jay Banks, what's good, bro? Salute. Good to see you in the building. My father was raised around a lot of ladies. We're not raised around solid men. That's a fact, bro. It's not a lot of solid men left. And that's the bad thing. We become products of that environment. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't there, you can't fault a young boy for not knowing how to control his emotions. Because all he see the women. That's how they act out. That's when they anger kick in, that's how they act out. So you can't fault him when he don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And then these niggas don't know better, so they can't even reach him. That's why they can't reach their own kids and shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I'm saying, like these people have done things that a lot of people are finally realizing that they've committed crimes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I never took them serious like that. You know what I mean? I just know they some hurt people. We know that lingo, and they just can get away with it because we're on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, everybody know Manny Sandusky, aka Little Eddie Long, would not be whiffing in no man's face at all. At all. No way, no shape, no form. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to bust a grape in a fruit fight. He too busy running around in a goddamn bear suit, dancing around children. That's a whole culture. Like, people better do their research about these people. These are the type of people that's in the communities with the bullshit on the internet talking about I'm Reverend so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? And you tell them, yo, leave me alone, because I'm the elephant. I don't forget nothing you said or did. You know what I mean? You the one that was, hold on for a minute. Yo, what's up, bro? What's going on? I'm doing my live right now. All right, cool. That's straight. Yes, sir. Nah, probably next weekend. All right. Walaikum salam. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, so this guy been accused of a lot of different things, all dealing with children. And that's what they try to get off. Oh, this person does that to children. Oh, his wife did this to children. Mass projection comes from you people, man. That's your last line of defense, is the lies, what y'all call narrative. A narrative is a lie that you're trying to spew as the truth. And I'm not a nigga that's here to fight no lies. You can keep your lies. You can even keep your truths. But at the end of the day, keep my name out your mouth, because you're not qualified to be talking about me. You're not qualified to be talking about me. You on other people panel pushing bullshit about me. You know what I mean? I'm not that guy that you have to argue with online as a man. Once again, if a man is in the city of Philadelphia and he has any type of issue with me, he can bring 115 anywhere in this city, and I'll sit down and talk to him. You feel me? Yeah, easy as that. But I don't respect that online beef and shit with niggas, especially when they say they otherwise. You know, you dig? So yeah, I just wanted to get past that. Madison W, good to see you in the building. I just wanted to get past that because at the end of the day, everybody hates R&T. Appreciate you, brother. At the end of the day, don't nobody want those. Y'all people are not high class people that I want to. I get nothing out of playing you. I lose playing with people like anti-Afro, anti-non-black manipulator, and Manny Sandusky Jr. I don't get no gain out of messing with y'all. Y'all are toxic. Everything that y'all spew about other people, it's like y'all be sitting in the mirror looking at yourselves, you know? And neither one of y'all have any, y'all don't even have animals to turn to. Y'all ain't got no, what they call them, the safety kind of animal pets, you know, they give you when you need some kind of companionship. Why don't y'all do that or something? Fish are a nice hobby. I love fish, you know? Exotic fish or some shit, you know what I mean? But y'all got to do more than your life than sitting there and waiting for a woman to post her people that she's met online doing plants and hauls and tell them how much of a bad. That takes a lot of time. That takes a lot of anger. That takes a lot of hate. And you can't do nothing about it, though. So all you're going to do is build up your anger and hate until you finally go overboard. I want to know when you're over the board is. I want you to boom yourself. Like, that's because you're worthless out here. You don't even, they got tapes of you with your child telling you, spend some time with me, because we don't have much time. Because I don't stay with you. You in here by yourself, but you still on YouTube. You still can't get your wide hip ass off of YouTube. You a man with wide hips. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Yo, this nigga built like Martha from the waist down. You know what I mean? And want to play with men. You know what I mean? Get your life, bro. Fix your life. You know what I mean? That's all you want to do is be online, being sissified. How my grandmother used to say, sissified. You know what I mean? 50-plus-year-old man running around on TikTok with following people who make beans come out their behind and then they eat it. What kind of stuff doing? What man? What kind of man? What kind of man? You in there with just, yo, that TikTok page is deranged, bro. You got what they call soft core, what them films called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know them films? Them underground joints they be making and shit. Yeah. A lot of that shit, that culture, that kitty culture, that furry culture, that has a lot to do with codes and shit like that. They do a lot of things are in code, like the Barbie doll thing, you know what I mean? And that's, we talking about a man who has collections of Barbie dolls, who even goes to the Barbie doll place and gets in the doll houses on live. But you want me to believe that you're an upstanding man in my community? You supposed to be the leader of my community? Nah. This all. No. Emotional support animals. Thank you, Jay Banks. Yeah, they give them out to people like you. Because you're going to cross the line and somebody's going to hurt you, Manny. Somebody's going to hurt you real bad, man, because you're going to do something to somebody, child. You're going to cross the line because the jobs you try to take, the type of people, you always want to be a counselor around women that's vulnerable, children. You want to be around college students, and nothing manly about you. Nothing adult like. You're a very maladjusted individual. You know, you suffer from bipolar syndrome, you suffer from depression, schizophrenia, all those things that you said. I'm not a doctor, but I read a lot. I've been around you folk a long time, man. Like I said, that's why you were so easy to read. You can't hide from me. You can't even hide from yourself. That's why you don't like the mirrors. You like it dark in your house. It's probably dark and destitute in that joint. You don't go out much because you all online following M3's subs. She got over 2,600, that 2,000 something subs. You can following a lot of people in order to get a message out. That's a lie. You would go through those lengths instead of going to work or taking care of your daughter when she said, Dad, I need to be talking to you. But you say, baby, give me 10 minutes, and you stay on a live stream for another 45 minutes. Come on, man. Make it make sense to me. Tracy, what's up? How you doing? Make it make sense. You don't earn a dime on here. You've been on here since 2014, and you ain't never did nothing on here to uplift nobody. Just lie. And it was crazy how R&T Entertainment put that list together, man. That shit was like, whoa, that's like Pillsbury, Mac, Nappy Yankee, Lennon Honor, Max V, Smoke, M3, Shot Kim, Grown Man, like that's damn near everybody y'all fell out with. Mona, everybody. Let me see a transcript. Then you been doing that. That was 2021. You sending out, let me see a transcript, license, and I say, yo, what the fuck? Who you been doing that, lady? It wasn't even no Mona DeLeon around at that time. Nobody even had pages at that time, lady. 3 years ago, I ain't know you. I didn't know you was beating up men in the streets and catching cases. Somebody just out the blue sent me that. Yollywood, what's up, sis? How you doing today? Good to see you in the building. These folks still on my neck. They on my top. This anti-Afro swing non-black manipulator just can't keep my name out her mouth in a disparaging manner, man. And the shit is irking, like, cause you're trash, lady. I dealt with you. You can't get over the fact that you couldn't pay your way with me and play with me. You mad because I'm dragging that thing you with, that man who dresses in a goddamn bear uniform, dancing around kids at pride parades. A man who watches videos of kids who say cream shooting out of them. What? Two stick figures becoming one, like a man and a woman, when they both are male stick figures. Like, what are you on here promoting? I don't want people like you having my name in their mouth. Bro, I'm not the one who did that to you. Get over me. Y'all niggas can't get away. I never met a pile of males who can't get away. I don't fuck with you. I tapped you with my left hand, nigga. I stuck my left hand out there. And you think I fuck with you? Nah, bro. You're not one of them. You're one of those. It's nothing on YouTube gonna do but send you deeper into what you already down in. You gonna catch a case on YouTube. Matter of fact, aren't you and didn't the feds come and take y'all computers a few years ago? Why they do that? Huh? Why the feds had to come in and take y'all computers? What the fuck was y'all doing back then that got y'all computers taken so that they had to investigate what was going on? That was the time that you was accused of doing them things with them boys up at the school, right? Am I right or wrong? Because I wasn't, hey, somebody tell me if I'm right or wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize. If I'm right, let me know. Y'all was here. Y'all know how these people operate. That's the shit they want to sweep under the rug and go run and tell somebody else. Like, ain't nobody doing nothing to me. I've been told y'all had Alan Logic called the feds on me, right? Kip, he called the police on me. The Slaters called the police on me. The man is saying Dusky, anti-Afro. And one nigga even had the nerve to say he called the feds on me and they had me on an ankle bracelet. Y'all remember that? It's the same rhetoric, different body. See, but she thought by getting, running over here and getting that brother over here in Philadelphia, it was going to be a different story. Little did she know it's going to be the same story. The only thing you're going to do is get somebody hurt. But that's what they want. That's what they promote. Discord in the black community. Like, that's some strange fruit. And strange fruit. That was the page my wife was going. That was her screen name. You ran and took her picture. A man. I don't understand how men troll as women. I understand nigga being a troll, but why you want to troll as a woman? Why would you call yourself strange fruit as a man? That's what I'm saying. Like, open y'all eyes to these people, man. And we ain't got to keep going here. Nigga can come out here and give y'all the story of the minister, the Godfather of Philadelphia, man. That's real shit. These not real people to me. I got real shit I want to talk about. I hate having to waste my time to talk about such significant jokers, man. But it's crazy how they be lashing out all this goddamn venom on people just for lying. Like, man, why you keep telling them kind of lies on me? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't operate on jealousy, man. That's not a trait that then abort up to be operating under. We, you know what I mean? You gotta get it too. That's how we is. Like that shit, that extra shit, that's regular to us. And that ain't no motherfucking shot at nobody. That's just how we built where I'm from. That shit be regular. We extra sauce niggas. That's how we was raised. Everybody put the sauce on. Philly niggas be having an extra sauce, and that's just it. Niggas take that as arrogance, and we don't care about none of that. We just do us and keep it pushing. You the one getting mad. I keep telling I can't get mad about how you feel about me. That's your fucking feelings. You gotta wake up every day. I'm good, but you ain't gonna keep getting out of line, nigga. I ain't no sucker. You know what I mean? I could do all that humble king that they did to y'all. I could talk that way too. I could do that. What y'all got? I want y'all to take it to the judge or whoever so they can tell me I got to come to court and see y'all. Get me in any court of law, anywhere, any town, any state. I'll be there. I will be there. But as far as this back and forth and you getting these coward ass niggas to say what they gonna do to me, man, I ain't playing them kind of games, man. I ain't doing all that. Don't threaten me. Threaten me. All right, listen. I'm gonna take a little break real quick, give me something to drink, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna just give y'all a bit of where I'm going with this story, and you know, we go from there. We good, y'all? We good. Hey, Miss T Pre in the building. Simply the intellect. Good to see you in the building. How y'all doing today? Yeah, T Pre, I appreciate that thing you put together. That is smoke. You got them folks, man. They don't know what to do, man. That's you know something like it was the time I did a live, man. It was a while ago, T Pre, and I was like, T Pre, Dr. Nikki, y'all better come on. We need to boom, boom, boom. Yeah, because we had a lot of smoke that people don't. It's a lot of receipts floating around on these people, man. Somebody dropped me that stuff. You see that joint I put on my community wall about that lady? Yeah, she a criminal too. She like to fight men's and stuff, man. So you know she gonna be woofing on YouTube with a woman. You know what I mean? And then she gonna try to man, I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, I'm really here to talk about the God. People don't know this. Jeremiah Shabazz is the godfather, or was at one time the original Black Godfather of Philadelphia. And it was this is something that always stuck with me about him. He always wanted to surround, he said, I always surround myself with the best people. And he'll tell you, you know more about what you do than I do. You know what I mean? That's why I got you around me. So he never was a judgmental type dude. And I know him since I was a kid. He wasn't judgmental. Like whatever you did or you told him you did, that's what he banked on, you being you. So it was no reason for you to not be you. I always was able to be around people who allowed me to be me. Hood therapy. And this man here, he allowed me to be me, you know. Now, he came up he was born in the 40s, so he came up in the 50s and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about before I was even born. But he came into the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, from an old time, a guy older than him, a guy who had been in the federal penitentiary, you know what I'm saying, and he had got the knowledge while he was in penitentiary. So back then, what they would call the radicals, when they came home as black men, the black men, if they had a little bit of dough, they would buy things like a barbershop, pool hall, because they knew that they could get the information out in those places. That's where you get the barbershop talk from now today. It used to be where the brothers, the older men, and people just to go and, you know, get the information out that we didn't want nobody else to know. You could always go to the barbershop. So that's where Jeremiah got his knowledge from. He going to the barbershop, listening to the old heads and stuff like that. And during that time, you know what I'm saying, Elijah Muhammad was putting his thing together out there in Chicago, you know. And when he found out, because Jeremiah cut a deal as he got older and came into the knowledge, he cut a deal with a newspaper to get the message out, you know, because he was a smart man. He went to school, you know what I'm saying? He was highly educated, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they tell you, man, like, it's a lot of guys, man, that was in the streets, man, that if you look at their operations, they were similar to any Fortune 500 company. You know what I mean? If you getting, you know, $10,000, $20,000 a day off a strip, you know what I'm saying? It's things that come with that. You gotta the connect, keeping the money right, keeping the people paid, you know, all kind of different business aspects to that. So if a guy just would take his talents in another direction, it could have been a lot of more successful, you know, black men, such as, you know, we probably could have had a different role, but goes back to that's a different story, because it goes back all the way to our education system. We're not raised to, when we go to these public schools, they don't teach us about finances and shit like that. You don't learn that in the public school. But anyway, brother Jeremiah, when he cut that deal, that's when he became friends with Malcolm, you know. So this is a guy who lived with Malcolm. They both lived in Philadelphia together. It's documented. They lived on Bailey Street. You know, Malcolm was the minister of Philadelphia at one time, if people don't know that. Temple number 12. Yeah, Jeremiah was just a captain at that time, you know. And even so, it goes even deeper than that, because this is a man who him, Malcolm, and Farrakhan lived together at one time when they was all studying together. You know what I'm saying? And then when Malcolm went back to New York, the minister, you know, Elijah Muhammad, he appointed Malcolm the minister of New York, and left, you know, Jeremiah here in Philadelphia, because Farrakhan, he was the original minister in Boston, if people don't know that. Yeah. So anyway, Jeremiah still wasn't the minister. He became the captain. He was the captain of under a brother named George. But Jeremiah, being such a shrewd individual and such a highly respected individual, they sent him to Atlanta. Elijah Muhammad sent him down to Atlanta, because, you know, that was the races and the Ku Klux Klan and shit was still down there, you know. And we was recruiting, you know, they sent Jeremiah was basically a recruiter across the country. That's why I say, when it got ugly, we was running shit from Philadelphia to Portland. We had a pipe all from Philly to Portland, man. You can't tell me nothing about it. But that's, you know, we get into it as this story goes along. But yeah, so Jeremiah, he got down there in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, and began to, you know, make moves with, this is all documented information. He's one of the only, well, I can't say only now, but back then, he was the only man who ever sat down with one of the grand wizards of the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah, they had a meeting with Jeremiah. They wanted to meet with him and Malcolm. Malcolm was in Atlanta the day Jeremiah had the meeting with the Ku Klux Klan. They wanted to run him out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But you know, brothers being stand-up brothers back then and believing in a cause and wanting better for themselves as well as they people, they stood their ground. You know, they stood their ground. You know what I mean? So as we go on, you know, we get into the 60s and back then the tie-ins ran Philadelphia. The tie-ins ran Philadelphia in the early 60s and the 70s. The mayor was a tie-in, the fire commissioner, everything was, they ran it, especially in my neighborhood, South Philadelphia. That's where most of the Italians lived, in South Philadelphia, you know, and it was a lot of gang warring back then, like neighborhood. Philadelphia wasn't never into the Bloods and the Crip thing. We never gang banged. We gang war with, well, I wasn't a gang. I was before my time. I was something else. They gang war with like neighborhoods. We got a lot of different neighborhoods. Like, say a guy like me, I'm from the projects. I'm from 25th Street. I would gang war against the other projects in the surrounding neighborhood. You know, even all the way North Philly had their own gangs. West Philly had their own gangs, and like Center City, PA, in Center City, where the movie theater was at, that's where people would meet up at, and they had but it was fist fights back then. Y'all know back in the 60s and early 70s, it was fist and chain fights. That's how they fought back then. Propane Oak Lane, what's up, brother? City of Brotherly Hate, Killadell, Pennsylvania, bro. Yeah, so during that time, Jeremiah had established, the temple number 12 was established, though. They had the temple number 12 back then. And that back then in the 70s, that's when the Black Mafia, the original Black Mafia, started to put their mark down in the city of Philadelphia. And when we talk the Philadelphia Black Mafia, the boss, the leader of that was always a brother by the name of Sam Christian. Y'all ever heard of Sam Christian? He was the boss of the Philadelphia Black Mafia. Well, with all that was going on, all of them became part of the temple number 12. You know, under Jeremiah, he had become the minister at that time. So all of them, the most notorious, because you know that's what it is about. You take the worst of us and you turn them to the best of us. So we ain't mind a brother coming on, you know, getting him off dope and making him an upstanding businessman. You know, it wasn't no problem the brothers doing that, helping brothers out like that who came home from jail. They put them on their feet, stuff like that. It wasn't no problem with them brothers doing that kind of stuff like that. So he made those guys captains and lieutenants. You know what I'm saying? VP, what it do? What it do? He made them all like captains and lieutenants and stuff like that. Their game was, the Philadelphia Black Mafia game was extortion, extorting drug dealers, no picks, store owners, politicians. They had the city. They was, you know, pretty much doing what the Italian mafia was doing. And the reason why they were able to do that, because it was a mayor by the name of Frank Rizzo, and he had a borderline. Y'all stay on y'all side, and my people don't cross the line, you know. And a lot of other things happened due to that, but I'm gonna stick to my story with Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you in order to move around in the city back then, the Muslims ran the city. The FOIs, the Fruit of Islam ran the city of Philadelphia. We had our own school. We had our own stores. We had, everywhere you go, you see the brothers. You know what I'm saying? So in order to do certain types of business, the Italian mafia had to deal with the black mafia. So there was a lot of connections made because we were so in close proximity to living with each other. Like, because most of the one and that became like in my age group, their fathers was bosses and shit. They became bosses in the Italian mafia. We all went to school together, played football together, fought and all that shit. And that's how we were able to keep up a rapport with the Italians and the blacks in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Now, Jeremiah, he was always connected. You know what I mean? He the first guy that ever took me to the Tavern on the Green in New York. I used to travel with him a lot of different, and I was a young boy, so I was always in all these guys, you know. He is the guy who was Muhammad Ali's personal consultant. He was the personal consultant for Muhammad Ali. Yeah. When Muhammad Ali became a soldier in the Fruit of Islam and changed his name, the first person he went to was Malcolm and Jeremiah after he left Elijah Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? So this guy is connected to all these people. And this is a guy who, when I was maybe 17 or 18, is the guy who entrusted me with himself along with his two daughters. He had two daughters. And he entrusted me with his protection at that time. You know what I'm saying? So with these connections that Jeremiah had made, you know, y'all know the stories about how he was supposedly, allegedly sent the hit team to Washington, D.C. when they killed all those people at Kareem's house, the house Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had bought for these brothers. And they were just practicing a different form of Islam than the FOIs. But they were going in the papers and defaming, slandering the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So, you know, back then, like, yo, you couldn't say nothing disparaging about that man. It was men, you couldn't say in public anything disparaging about him. And me, that's why y'all gotta understand where I be coming from when I be like, this motherfucker can't talk about me, because that's what I come from. Like, you had to be a certain type of nigga to be able to say something to me. Like, these people on the internet are not those people. Back to my story. So being that kind of guy, Jeremiah was able to put different people in different positions. Like, he had, you know, because with the mayor, it wasn't enough for him to get on the phone with a mayor. You know, already know he tied into boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's Ali. He was the guy who took the money when from Don King, when Don King was trying to get the Foreman fight. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah was there. He was the consultant. He was consulting Ali at that time. You know, there even was a guy from Jersey that was heavily connected by the name of, you know, people from Philadelphia might have known his name. Brother by the name of Major Coxon. The Mage, you know, the Mage used to ride around in his Rolls Royce, and he ran for mayor, and he was connected. You know, it's alleged that, you know, they went in there and he got wound up getting murdered. Him and got his family murdered. Somebody escaped. But yeah, there's a lot of allegations of a lot of murders that supposedly had been committed under the they used to call it the mafia, they used to call Temple number 12 the mafia masjid, you know, because most of the brothers even did security for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And even when Bumpy Johnson used to get in trouble back there in Harlem, he used to call Sam Christian. You know what I'm saying? Any back in those days, anybody from, like I said, from Philadelphia to Portland would call the brothers if they needed a situation, you know, taken care of and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't be having no problems with having sit downs with any type of individual. We always handle things like men when you cut from this type of cloth. You know what I mean? From the ministers and the brothers who would stand up, because a lot of brothers didn't. It was a lot of money getters out there back then. It's a story about a club they had in New Jersey. A story called, it was a Club Harlem in New Jersey. It was a club, and the headliner at the show, it was Billy Paul, and he was on stage singing, and it was a big time hustler from Philadelphia. They called him Mr. Millionaire. You know what I mean? Tyrone Palmer, Mr. Millionaire. He in there with his peoples, and it's alleged that the Black Mafia came in there and murdered like 5 people that night. You know what I'm saying? And got out scot-free. Ain't nobody tell on them. So those are the type of situations that they was known for. You know what I mean? Like, just if it's on, it was put to rest. It was a guy by the name of Bo Abney. Yeah, Bo Abney. One time I was talking to a boy, man, him rapping and stuff, and we talking about our peoples, and he was like, yeah, my uncle Bo Abney. And I was like, damn, I remember when they cut Bo Abney head off and left it on the porch. He was like, yeah, that was my uncle. And I was like, damn, it's a small world. So that's, it's some people ain't, that's what the type of stuff that the temple was alleged to have done. But what they was really doing, because I remember me, man, I would, at that time, I'd be out there selling newspapers and bean pies and stuff like that. I was still young in the game and shit. I hadn't cut no bones. I ain't make no mark back then yet. I was still running around just, finding my way. But the thing was, the individuals that I was under, you know what I mean? Because I ain't run around with the puppies when I was a puppy. I ran with the big dogs. I always ran with the big dogs. Curiosity. That was the reason. Like addictions, like and it ain't no drugs. I ain't never been addicted to no drugs. I've always been addicted to the lifestyle and like just the that noise y'all ever. It's like a roar, like the Coliseum roar. Y'all know that? Man, you gotta be there to know. But anyway, like these niggas taught me that when I was off the porch and running, and I ain't even really know it, that I was basically being groomed for that or this. You know what I'm saying? Because it was always I always had choice in my life coming up and shit. Like that's why I be saying, like, people don't, everybody that get locked up, you can't be blaming that on their parents and stuff like that. It's some people who like choose the activities that they, and if you a person who is taught to like don't tattletale, stand on your own 2 feet as a, don't take no, because you couldn't holler, my teachers and stuff couldn't holler at me and all that kind of stuff. You couldn't do all that kind of stuff because they knew that my parents were different. You know what I'm saying? My parents wasn't just coming up there. It was a lady coming up there in all white and all with her hair covered, and it was going to be something. If my parents, so it was always different from me. Like I said, my family was the first Muslim family in the neighborhood. They ain't know nothing about that one before. You know what I mean? A lot of people out there in my neighborhood, because me being, so knowledgeable of religion and having traveled overseas and been over there in Saudi and Medina and got that knowledge, and been over here with the brothers and got down well-rounded in the religion and shit. So I used to give a lot of brothers what they call their shahadas, and that's their introduction into Islam. Like anytime I've ever been in prison, I wind up like the imam or something like that. And the imam is like the boss of the whole community and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got those ways from guys like the minister. He always taught you that be good at your job. And my job was always being like kind of like a leader and shit. Not in, because there's a difference from being a leader and in charge. I always thought, because you can have all that, but when we get behind the closed doors, everybody know who calling the shots in this room. You know what I'm saying? I never had a problem with you being the front runner and shit, because if it ain't for me, the wheel won't go. You know what I mean? And when niggas real, some men can handle, most men can handle that because we on the same page. But a nigga, you could tell when the nigga can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they do the ones that can't get away. You say get away. They Mecca and Jeddah. Yeah, I've been to Jeddah. Jeddah is very nice. Nice in Jeddah. Jeddah is like the let your hair down part of that you know what I'm saying? Like you can find some weed in Jeddah. you won't get your hands cut off in Jeddah for drinking. You can get away with it over there. It was somebody, Miss Tracy. Then I speak to Tracy. Hey Tracy, how you doing? Good to see you in the building. Yeah, so like if it wasn't for the Jeremiah, like a lot of the knowledge that a lot of people in my city, they wouldn't even have far as on a religious aspect and even a spiritual aspect, because I never looked at it as on a religion aspect. I didn't start looking at Islam on a religious aspect until I was in prison. It was always about, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad used to always just talk about uplifting the black man, you know, do for self, and you know what I mean, being clean, and you know, taking care of your family and taking care of your body, which is your temple and all. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that attracted me most to that. And the respect, how they didn't have to, the brothers ain't had to say nothing. They ain't had to do a whole lot. When we came through, it was, you know what I'm saying, it was different. You know what I mean? And like, I get caught up in not those days, and YouTube will have you lose your way on far as maintaining those type of morals and shit like that or your characteristics that you normally rock with. You know what I mean? Messing around with these jokers on YouTube, shit like that. But yo, I apologize for having to get y'all that early spill, because I could have went a little deeper into my story about the minister. But this is just a interlude of where I'll be bringing my content. So I'm gonna go back in the lab. Hey, beautiful, how you doing today? Good to see you in the building. I'm gonna go back in the lab, and I'm gonna get, dig out some more of my information, because it's a lot of stuff about this man, because I mean, this man's been connected so so many different, so many different people, and like showed me so many different things. And the guys who I had to meet, the guys that I met through him and been able to just sit under, just put me in a different mode than what I mean, most niggas, because they ain't grounded in nothing. They not grounded. They don't come from nothing and shit. That's why they say anything out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? But niggas, like mommy issues. Men with mommy issues are very dangerous men. You know what I'm saying? And most niggas with mommy issues, you could tell by the way they even fake mess with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something that certain things that don't come out of nigga mouth when he got mothers, like certain questions. I ain't even gonna go there, but like it's certain things that you can't even say to me that, what I mean, I'll be like, yo, if I told my sister this old hag said this about me, you know what I mean? How, you know what I'm saying? People don't talk about me in the way that old lady do. And the only reason why she doing it, because she ain't never ran into a man like me before. Her daddy ain't even the man I am. If he was, she wouldn't be like she is today. Her daddy would have taught her way better than that. That's why I know he was nothing. So I don't expect anything out of her but what I get. And that's trash. You know what I'm saying? Trash. That's all you're going to get with them people. You know what I mean? You could drop receipts all day because I've been there, the United States, yeah, court of law, yeah, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I rumbled them. I seen my name versus the United States of America, yeah, versus me, little old me. You think I give a fuck about threats from fake ass AFW online? Huh? Come on, y'all. This nigga been goddamn begging for GoFundMe since 2000 and what? Then y'all give him money and he bought a car or something with it? Like, he a fraud. He's the fraud. Always saying what a motherfucker ain't got. Why is it your concern? Because you don't have it? Go to work. It ain't our fault that you built your whole career in a hot dog stand. You go through it all your life and come home and work out a hot dog stand. That's what kids in college do. That's what I said high school kids do. And I understand you doing it. You're a maladjusted individual. Who else gonna hire you? You slow. You borderline, yo. You remedial. You mean? You remedial. You be online when your kid's right there tugging on you. Help me, daddy. Help me, daddy. Oh, 10 minutes. I'd rather be online. Sassy pantsing, making songs, jingles. Come on, man. What kind of man? Where your wife at? Please. Where your wife at? Yeah, winky dinky dog. Like, come on, that ain't our fault. That ain't our fault. Everybody I know with the GI Bill, they grills is 50 Cent Noriega. That GI Bill medical is the shit. And you run around here with a raggedy mouth, going to talk about my mouth. Nigga, I get my work done. I'm Curtis, nigga, I'm being movies. Fuck you talking about? You have no idea who I am, nigga. Everybody gets their motherfucking teeth fixed. Y'all act like that's something bad. That shit costs money. So you can't be who you even say you are. Well, the Navy ain't give you no benefits. They ain't give you no skills. The only skill they gave you was to come work in a hot dog stand, and you mad at me because I see through you, because I know you a pervert. I seen it way ago. I seen 1,000 of you. That furry thing, look it up, y'all. Look it up. Look up a furry. Look at what that is. That's a man who jumps around in a bear suit, a rabbit suit. They're around kids. It's grooming. It's grooming behavior. You know, you got all these. You got 100 and some kids you following on TikTok. All of the kids is, you know, depressed and they got emotional disturbed. It seemed like, and we know you're an emotional disturbed 50-year-old man. What are you telling those kids? You're a social worker? Where are their parents? Why don't you talk to parents? Why aren't you talking to parents? Why that lady letting you do this? Because you ain't got no wife. A wife wouldn't let her husband drown himself like this. She would leave you if you didn't listen. I know she been left you. I know. Because I can't. I'm a man, and I know a lot of retarded women. But god damn, like you a simp. You did all that time in the Navy and came home and the bun was in the oven already. You noodle, and you went at the hot dog stand to take care of it. Suck ass nigga, play with me. You're a waste. You clown. You clown. Try and disrespect me. You can't disrespect me. When you've been a loser all your life Your dad was a loser. He was a pissy drunk. You need therapy for that. You need therapy for him, you know what I mean? And you need therapy, bro. And got mad because I said when I got of age, I would have boomed him. Yeah, I would have got my manhood back. I'd have boomed him. Dad or no dad. He did that to me. That's love? Oh, that's love? That's how love come out the Palmer clan, huh? The brood. That's love in the Palmer brood, huh? Yeah, bunch of weirdos. Online projecting. N3B kid. Where, when? Where the paperwork at? The real white B kid, where? No, anti-Afrobeat men. And you stalk kids. It's all on your TikTok. You play with crayons. You get inside dollhouses. You're a 50-year-old man who says he's a reverend and a social worker. But the only social work you get is around vulnerable women and children. And you don't keep the job for long. You get caught on. What's going on here? They took your computer. They didn't take nobody's but you and hers for accusations that were not becoming of a man, a reverend, a stand-up community guy, activist, mandated reporter. What y'all reporting? Y'all need to be reporting instead of coming online projecting. Ain't no idiots over here. Just people who play games who are tired of playing them. I'm tired of playing games with y'all people because y'all go too far. And all them people around her. She said Gerald wasn't nothing but a goddamn wuss. Don't none of us use that term. I don't use wuss. You said he was a wuss. You said Remix was a dirty, downtrodden individual. You said that about that man. Like you don't care about nothing about but using nobody. That's all your thing. You use people, but you couldn't use me. You had to pay me for my services. You had to pay me for my engagement. Everything. You had to pay me to be nice to Gerald. You idiot. It's YouTube. I got 3 minutes, y'all. I've been on here. Y'all know I always do 1.5. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all coming in the building. You know what I mean? A brother of a certain age dropped me off, and Dr. Nikki, and you know, everybody that hit me off with something, man. You know, I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, it's they're not content, man. I don't know what makes them think they're important. It's us that gives them validity. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, this man right here, like, yeah, he'd have let me boom somebody. You'd have let me boom Gerald. Boy, we have been 95, you boy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely got rid of little freak ball Manny. You know what I mean? But I hope everybody enjoy the rest of their weekend. You know, it's Saturday night. You know what I mean? Y'all, you know, have a great night. Don't get in no trouble. And yeah, I got something coming for y'all. I got some more stuff coming for y'all. It's the legend coming to you live from the jungle. Y'all have a great night. I'm out.